All right, let's call the meeting to order. Rise for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call, Joe.
Rod. Here. Nicole.
Here.
Dave. Here. Carolyn.
Here.
Deb.
Here. Public comments, visitors. Anybody got anything to say? Yes, sir.
I just wonder if there's any plans in the future to do anything with that kind of broken up concrete on Kraus at all? Maybe put some gravel on the rest of it.
Not right now. It won't be this year.
Yeah.
Right now, we're concentrating on everything else, so, and we got Scott next year, and we'll see if maybe we can weasel something in there for next year.
That's
I'm not
actually-
promising.
That's actually chip seal.
Yeah, I know.
What's
it is.
left of it,
Chip seal on it.
Yeah.
I know they patched it a few times, but it'll be good enough to chip seal again, or
Yeah, it won't be this year.
maybe next year.
We'll see.
Yeah.
See what we got for
They
money.
could put it on the, yeah. wish
Either that or
list.
back to gravel.
No, we don't do that. That would be bad.
Anybody else? Dave?
At the risk of bringing up a contentious issue, Line Energy, the Hub City Wind Project, wanted to donate $1,000 to the McMillan Fall Fest if it's acceptable to the township. I brought along a check and the sheet. I know some, everybody's got an opinion on it, but just in good faith, I brought along $1,000 of the application for being a sponsor.
Does anybody have a problem with accepting $1,000 for Fall Fest? From Alliant?
If it's under the donation deal, no, I don't.
That's what it is.
A donation.
Yes.
I filled out the sponsorship form.
Right, that's what I mean, the sponsorship form, it's under that, and yeah.
Yeah. We are willing to take your money.
Well, give it to Kevin or? Sure. Okey doke. You want it? There you go. That was a
Thank
box.
you. You got on here, yep. So we'll list Alliant Energy.
Line Energy, Hub City Wind, and I did have an email off to you with a logo if you wanted it for the t-shirts or whatever.
Okay, who did you email that to?
The McMillan Fire Yahoo. There's a McMillan.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
McMillan Fire Department Yahoo email.
Yep, no, we'll look for that.
Yeah, I got one that says this is the better logo because it's a JPEG. I figured you'd want that over a PDF.
Okay. I know nothing about computers, but I'm sure you're right.
I sent out email for Outlook, Yahoo.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you. Any other comments? Okay, approval of town board minutes from July 14th.
I move to approve the town board meeting minutes from July 14th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion, corrections, anything? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Approval of town board minutes for July 24th.
I move to approve the town board meeting minutes from July 24th, 2025.
Wait a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion, corrections? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Approval of town board meeting minutes, August 4th, 2025.
So moved.
Give a second.
Second.
Any discussion, corrections? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Abstain.
Abstain,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I wasn't there. So.
I wasn't here either.
So 3 ayes and 2 abstentions. All right, reports for fire department. Mr. Schmidt, please, you're up.
First question I got is John handed me the, somebody wants the closed session meeting minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I sign that? Can I do that?
You sent me the minutes,
Yeah.
and I have a question about them, because that should be a lot bigger than a transcript that you got printed out. Well, that's according to law.
What is it? What is it exactly, Major?
Somebody wants the, it's a open records request for our closed session. Somebody wants that.
Well,
They're requesting the complaints against Kevin as well as the closed session notes from July 24, 2025. So those notes were forwarded to Kevin prior to receiving this to let him know what the request was. And it's almost a transcript of what was said during closed session.
I feel as a board, we should at least approve those minutes if we're going to give them out in an open request.
I would think so, yeah.
The other thing is it takes our discussionary deals away from, I didn't realize that closed session meetings, all the minute is available.
They're not necessarily, this is based on Lee's direction. I advocated for withholding them because I think the closed session notes should stay in closed session. That's the reason for closed session. So,
I guess we can discuss it in closed session. Then what
Lee
we say.
feels differently, but, you know, I think that an argument could be made to Lee, to maybe get him feeling a different kind of way. This is just a statutory required notice because Kevin is the
I agree.
subject of the discussion, so he has the ability to request to a judge to have it be withheld because of whatever.
I think we'll discuss that in closed session. We're going into closed session.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
I'm just asking what to do this.
I wouldn't sign anything yet.
The thing that's requesting a signature is just a receipt for, that I gave you that letter that's on letterhead.
We'll wait to see what they say.
Because in the past, John does all of open record requests. He's the one that mails them out and everything, or gets them to the people. Normally, in the past.
I would be doing the same thing here. This is just for him to object because he's the
He has to
discussion
approve
topic.
it.
Oh, so that's why.
So he gets the ability, he's being notified that he has the right to object to this release. If he doesn't, then it would fall to whatever the clerk's discretion is, because the clerk is the custodian of the records. I'm asking Lee because Lee's the one that would have to defend whatever action I take. So I'm deferring to Lee, and so I'm depending on Lee to give me the right. So if Kevin doesn't dispute this with the judge, and if the board gives me no direction, then based on what Lee's told me, I'll be releasing the records next Monday. So something will have to, I would encourage a motion on this later on today then.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, on with your report.
Okay. Fire department, went through and did pump testing. There's a lot of paperwork stuff we're working on. Just getting everything up to compliant. Working on Fall Fest. Lori and Carolyn they're the co-chairs on Fall Fest. And for that part, I guess if there's any questions on the fire department, you can ask me. Otherwise, am I able to bump new business up to my stuff?
We have to have a motion for that.
I have a question first.
Oh, yes.
Is it possible to find out like how many calls have gone on in the past month? Is it been, how many fire calls, how many EMS calls? I've always found that helpful.
It is, and somebody dropped the ball on that.
Okay.
So that's my fault.
Can we have that going forward?
Yes.
They were reminded on Friday.
Yeah, so it's,
Okay.
that's all.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I always found it very helpful as a reference.
No, I fully agree with you. So like I said, it's all my fault there. We had a couple EMS calls. I don't know that they were the right number. A couple mutual aids for fire. The big
Well,
one
next
was the
month you can
barn.
bring it forward and just say this was July and this.
Correct. No,
August.
you are completely correct.
Okay. What number did you want moved up? 15 or 16 or both?
Both, if possible.
And
Or
17?
And
13.
13.
13?
Well, I think we have a representative here from Little Rose too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the only reason I ask, I have another meeting and a 2-hour road trip, so
Okay.
that's the only
Did
reason.
you done with your report overall?
Overall, unless anybody has any questions.
Okay.
I'll get better at reports, I
How
apologize.
about if we get a motion to move up Little Rose?
Also move.
Okay, I need a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Little Rose, where are you?
I'm Jamie Greenberg with Little Rose Snowmobile Club, here to ask permission to run Marsh Road again with Snowmobile Trail. I think we have in the past.
Has anybody got any complaints at all? I know I haven't.
Well, last year, did you have, how much was the trails open last year? I mean, to be fair, 2 weeks.
I don't see an issue.
Because one of the problems rolls into is once you get into the snow season, then all of a sudden, we're getting requests not to dump as much salt or do as much care to that road as we do other roads, because you guys want a snowpack left on some of the road. And that doesn't sit too well with some of the residents, because they're expecting the road to be taken care of just as well as everybody else's and not be slippery.
And it's a safety issue.
And the other thing is that we just put another layer of chip seal onto that road so it has a fresh surface again.
Well, we will be, it hasn't been done.
Okay,
yet.
that one hasn't been done, well, it's slated to be done.
Yeah, yeah.
And that'll be done the end of this month, so.
But hopefully you'll have snow on top of it.
I may be in the minority of that. I don't want snow.
Easy.
But with that said, I move to allow Little Rose Snowmobile Club to use Marsh Road for the snowmobile season.
Second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
If we get any complaints, we'll let you know.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good meeting.
All right, then we need a motion to move up. Now, what are we looking at first here? Number 16?
13?
13.
Fire
13.
department credit card.
Okay, so we need a motion for that.
I move to bump up the fire department credit card on the agenda.
Do we need a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, Bill.
We're asking for a credit card because Rod's needed a couple things already for the department, me and him go back and forth, about how we get it, and he has to keep coming to John, to get that, and I think, a credit card would be nice, okay? If we're on a call, a distance away, mutual aid or something, and we need fuel, the credit card takes care of a lot of things, okay? We don't need to run around town and figure out where we have accounts, don't have accounts. It's easier trackability because it's the fire department's credit card. So I guess that's what I'm asking.
What kind of limit you want on that?
I'm thinking 2,500. Well, I was gonna start with 25,000, Carol, but I figured that was excessive. 2,500 because there again, if we get some items and it's playing if we are on a large call and we need to fuel rigs up, mutual aid, we have that capacity, okay? And I asked a couple other fire chiefs what they're running, and it sounds like most of them are running $3,000 to $5,000 limit. So I figured 2,500 is under what most people are running. And it's a monthly statement, so along with our report, that we give to John, for our bills each month, there would just be a statement of the credit card bills. It's we had to get the OneDrive. You can get things cheaper online if you have a credit card and quicker. That's what I'm asking. I don't, we don't need 10 of them. We just need one of them.
What were the reasons that you said Rod had to go get stuff?
Well, yeah, we needed things for the ice machine and you can't get it locally. So you have to order it online. Well, to order it online, you need a credit card. Well, then, there again, John's not there every day and it's not his fault, but now, that's something that we kind of need, now.
Hasn't there been one in the past, but it was only for fuel? For gas?
I don't know that.
I think that's the way it was in the past.
There was one way back when, and it was basically just, I think it was a $500
Yes.
credit card so that you could cover
Yes.
the things like that online. Because it wasn't, at that time, the one that we had was not for local purchases, it was strictly, basically online stuff that you can't purchase locally.
What does it cost to fill up a truck?
Loaded question, depends. You know, we try to keep the trucks at least half, 3/4.
Okay, but if you
The
have,
other thing is with, if you're looking at the fuel, there is, and I know that Stratford uses it, and I don't remember the name of the exact of the card, but the thing is that allows you to fill it about, from what my understanding was, about 90% of the gas stations. And it also allowed anybody at the department to take the card and fill at the gas station. Where a credit card is gonna strictly be Kevin or whoever else you put on the name. It won't be so that if Kevin doesn't go or if Scott doesn't go, then they'll still be going for reimbursements for fuel.
And I don't want 10 credit cards, I guess.
No, I'm
And-
not
yeah.
saying 10 credit cards. What I'm saying is that there may be down the road here where hopefully the department can discuss
does
the
it have a
fuel
name
card
on it, or
and get a
just
fuel
the
card.
fire department?
It'll have a name on it, but you
Yeah.
can, I mean, my wife uses my credit card, I use my wife's credit card on it.
For
Nobody
gas.
cares.
All right.
They don't care as long as they're getting paid.
Yeah.
They're taking the card, I guarantee.
So what is our max on the ones we have now?
We just have one, that's 1,000, isn't
Yeah, I have
it?
$1,000 limit on my credit card.
You don't plan on eliminating any accounts that we do have?
I can't eliminate accounts. If
No, I'm
it-
just saying, you're not planning on eliminating any, it would still be, you could still charge wherever you need to
You
charge.
could, for the most part. Honestly, I think down the road it'd be cleaner if we use the credit card over accounts. I'm not saying every account, but, you know, somewhere we don't go a whole lot. I mean, we're not a huge fire department, so it's not like we're purchasing a lot. So, you know, paperwork, I think it's cleaner. It's all trackable, traceable. I mean, if it says McMillan Fire Department on it, even locals are gonna take it. That's not, you know, and we're not going to get stuff every day. I mean, I gotta believe, you know, like I said, 90% is just gonna be, you can, sad reality is, you can purchase things online cheaper,
Yeah, you can.
you know, and that's part of the budget thing is, can we get it cheaper somewhere? So, again, I'm just asking, I'm just trying, you know, as I get into this more, I'm just trying to keep it as clean and straightforward as possible. And a credit card, I think, would help, especially, like I said, with purchases, you know.
Okay, and the next question is, if somebody else is using the credit card and they don't bring a receipt for what they purchased,
Well, again, the credit card is, let's say my name and Scott's name's on it, okay? So whoever we tell take the credit card, a receipt comes back with it, because it's not just, you know, a card. Like we have a festival card, you know, there again, you take the festival card, you bring a receipt back with it, and don't use it again.
that's gonna have to be mandatory to have a receipt.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whoever signs the credit card has to be legible.
Yes.
I looked at some of the last charges that were
You can't tell who they are.
there. You can't.
Well, you're signing a receipt,
I
that's,
understand, but there's also a little pen there. most of the
Yeah.
time to sign to, so at least it has to have
A legible
First-
signature.
first and last letters of your name.
Or when you turn it in, handwrite your,
Right.
Yeah, so there's options, and I agree with you, Dave. It's just the accountability, you know, so if there is questions, we can, boom, here we go.
well, we need a motion so we can get into discussion.
I make a motion that we give the fire department a credit card with a limit of up to $1,000.
I'll second it.
Okay. Is that gonna be enough?
Well, let's start there and see. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know, you know,
Mhm.
I don't know. If we run into a big item, then we just
We come to the board.
come back and say, what do we do?
Yeah. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. John, you want to get that taken care of?
Yeah.
who seconded it? Who seconded it?
Rod.
Rod.
Yeah.
Who made it? Nicole?
Nicole. No, I'm sorry, that was to move it. Rod made the motion and Carolyn seconded it.
Thank you.
Okay, then we need
Number 15.
resolution. No, Fall Fest,
Yeah.
fireworks permit, picnic license, waiver of fee request, Fall Fest check approval.
I move to change the agenda and bump up the Fall Fest fireworks permit, picnic license, waiver of fee request, and Fall Fest check approval.
Need a second?
Well, wait a minute.
We're just moving it in the agenda.
Oh, just to move it on?
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, okay.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Can we get a fireworks permit? Please?
What?
Can we get a fireworks permit, please?
That would be
I've
number,
already got we've already gone through all of this.
Okay.
With him, what we've done every year.
Yep.
And so we have the picnic license, we get the fireworks, and then we waiver the fee for those, correct, John?
Yeah, so that's what this
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
So-
that's what
so you
this
guys-
is,
you
yeah.
guys boarded that.
And then, but the Fall Fest check approval, now, that's under there. John and I have had some discussion about when I went through the checks. So, what we need for checks are $3,600, which is $2,500 for the raffle money, $1,100 for the startup cash. So it's $3,600 for those. Okay, the other thing that we need is something, or do you want to wait till we get to the checks?
You guys will do it now.
Okay, on the checks, I need a check, an additional check for $2,000 for the band, which was not on the, what was not on the list.
Yeah, so there's a check in the check run currently for Carolyn for like $4,300. Last year, the check to Carolyn for Fall Fest was $4,000. So there was a misunderstanding between me and Carolyn. I issued the check for $4,000. I thought it included the band. She wanted it for $3,600. It doesn't include the band. I guess there was a different band last year. So there was some miscommunication on
Yeah.
my end. So currently there's a check for $4,000 for Fall Fest supplies for Carolyn in the check run now. So if that needs to be reduced to $3,600, then we'll have to void that one and issue a new one, and then issue another check for the band.
Who is the band? Is it Jerry Schmidt? Okay.
Yeah,
What does he charge for the?
$2,500. It went up this year.
So
Yeah.
you only want to check for 2,000 though for him?
Yes, because we had to pay a $500
Oh,
deposit already
Okay,
to solidify the,
got it, okay.
yeah, make sure it
So
shows
you're
up.
gonna be voiding out.
So
check
whatever
number
one that
20843,
is.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any record of the $500 deposit to Jerry Schmidt. We haven't issued a check to him.
No, because it was a donation,
Okay.
so you wouldn't have.
Yeah, so we'll have to void the check to Carolyn and reissue it for,
3,600?
plus, so Carolyn's check has two things. She paid the postage for the,
I was gonna say, can we, so,
the
oh,
newsletter, and also, there's two things on Carolyn's check: postage reimbursement for the newsletter, and then also startup money for the Fall Fest.
And the raffle.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
Fall Fest
in
money.
that 3,600.
So
Okay.
one of them is 4,000, one of them is 305.25. So this check would be voided, and then she would be issued a check for 3905.25.
39 what?
And you can track it that way rather than issuing two checks or whatever
Yeah.
makes it
And you
easier.
have 36 and then 2,000 for the band, or you're just gonna issue the band a check?
Issue the band a check.
Okay, so
Yes, so what was the 39?
390525.
Okay, so I guess that's,
Okay, so we need a motion to approve.
I'll move that we approve the fireworks permit, picnic license, and the waiver of the fee request, along with the check for $3905.25. Is that correct?
Yes.
yes,
And 2,000 for the band.
and 2,000 for the band. because the DJ is already in the list.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are should be all of the stuff for the day off.
Okay. I'll second that.
Okay. Any discussion?
Are they still shooting off the fireworks like, right next to the church, kind of in that field, or where are they gonna be shooting
Yes.
off?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
Read it back again, John. Just for
Motion to approve the fireworks permit, the picnic license, and waive the fees for those items, and also issue a check for Carolyn for $39,0525 and $2,000 for Jerry Schmidt.
And we got a second on that?
I did.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, and when you want to move up, what, the resolution?
Yeah,
I move to amend the agenda to move up the resolution of declaring certain fire department property as surplus and authorizing of its disposal.
You get a second?
I'll give a second for discussion purposes.
All right. The last page.
I was looking for it, I was like, I know I saw it.
That's the easiest way to do it.
So why do we want to get rid of this? Is it outdated, is it?
the
Is it
breather
what's-
compressor got replaced. That part I discussed with Lori, and it's just over there. So let's get it out of the building. We got a new one. It's checked with a couple people. It ain't worth nothing. I mean, give it away to, they send it to, I don't know, South America or something like that, if we can get that company to even take it. That's the thought process. And then over in the old little shed by the gas barrels, there's aluminum ladders and a medical cot in there from Dave, John Bajowski era.
I've
So-
been in the shed lately.
Yeah, so again, we can't use them, we can't do nothing with them, and they're hanging there in the way. If we can donate them to South America, if not, then we saw them in half and take them in for scrap. We cannot give or sell a ladder like that for liability reasons.
What about the turnout gear and the air bottles in the small?
Same with the turnout gear, there's one set of gear in there that's, well, it was last Carl Greenberg's when he was chief. So.
They're out of date.
Yeah, they're out of date. 10 years is your life of the gear. Right now, I'm wearing gear that I had the last time I was here, so that's 11 years old, 12, something like that. So,
We usually hang on to a few sets, so if their gear gets wet or whatever, they got something
Got
to put on.
yeah.
But it's gotten a little bit, I was gonna say, a little bit out of hand of what we have in stock.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff is getting pretty old that we shouldn't even be
Using it.
utilizing it for that purpose, so.
And it falls into liability, So, again, that's just, we cannot just get rid of it because it is government property, so we need a blessing to get rid of it.
Is that same for, are they out of date for the air bottles and the breather bottles too? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The air bottles are not. The steel big air bottles are not, they have not been tested, but they could be retested and reused. The breather bottles are not reused, they're out of their lifespan.
Right.
Which ones were the ones that we had sold for $100 or whatever, and then they gave them back to us, or whatever that was? Is that,
That was before me, I don't include that.
I have no idea, that was,
in between?
Town of Winter, wasn't it?
they kept them,
I heard that they had given them back.
no.
Or they never got there.
No,
They
they
never
got
got
them, they picked them up, they took them.
Oh,
Then where'd these come from?
These are other ones that were given to us by another department for the valves, basically.
for the valves?
Yes, the valves are still usable.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, Lori told me to get rid of them, they've been sitting around, we don't need them, so I just.
No, but that's why we,
Yeah.
they came with that other big red porta tank that's oversized, but is good for training.
Okay.
It came with those. I mean,
Okay.
it's one of those deals where, yeah, okay, I mean, the guys go pick up this and they go, will you take that? Oh, yeah, we'll take that. I mean,
Yeah, so
and then
that's,
time goes by and you don't use it, so.
yeah.
I mean, we're using the porta tank, hopefully that doesn't go away, but yeah.
No, that's in the garage. So like I said, just a matter of, we can't get rid of it without board blessing. And that's why I tried to put a list, so y'all know what,
The actual big steel bottles, my recommendation with that would probably be we put those in Wisconsin surplus along with the compressor. Because there is usefulness to those, it just is, we're not gonna get a lot for them. So we're gonna get something, and then somebody in the community wants to bid on them or whatever, then, I mean, they're not just scrap, but the ladders, I 100% agree with you. That should probably be just scrapped out because they are sold, and, I mean, we could sell them, but it's not worth the liability.
Well, I thought the compressor was shot, that's why we got a new one.
The compressor did not go up to the proper pressure, and it is at the end of it was at the end of its lifespan. It's hard to get parts for that, but that doesn't stop somebody else from going, I have this compressor and I need these parts off of it. Like I say, it's not gonna bring a lot of money, but.
that's up to the town board if they wanna mess around with Wisconsin surplus or not.
We've done it in the past, and it wasn't that bad.
Okay. I don't care, I just was asking, what route we go. If we wanna try to surplus, I'm assuming it's a picture and you do something.
Yeah.
So, again, and I need a blessing, I think, from the board and stuff. To sell it or get rid of it, I need a blessing, I know that.
Well, that's like,
I'll move that we dispose of the aforementioned items
It's fine.
as surplus and authorize its disposal, and then maybe at the next report back. Get rid of it.
You get a second on that?
What were the four? I had five.
Compressor ladders, turnout gear, and
There's a medical cut.
he said aforementioned, not number 4.
Oh, sorry. Clearly I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Can we get a second?
I'll second
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Yeah.
Opposed? Motion carried. You go, I'll sign John.
And then number 17.
Okay, need a motion to move that?
I move to amend the agenda for the fire department administrator's compensation to be moved out.
Can we get a second on that? I'll second it for discussion.
Brought it to the board last month, the proposed wages for deputy chiefs, assistant chief, office administrator, and the chief itself. The total on that was $10,500. From the way that the budget sits right now, we're only looking to make up about a $6,000 that's not in the line items as it is, which, according to the last budget versus actual, there's more than enough in the budget to cover that expense.
Can you tell me the breakdown again?
Chief is 5, deputy.
No, 3.
3 on the chief.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, chief is 3, deputy is 2 for Brian Hofferman and Brian Hoffer-Dietzel. Assistant chief is 2, administrative, office administrator is also 2.
So 3 is in the budget.
Correct.
Which 3?
For the chief.
For the chief, you said. I thought you said 3. Sorry.
And then for assistant chief,
Also in the budget,
how much is that? 2?
2,000.
Okay. So you're looking for 2, 2, and 2.
Correct, $6,000.
And you do have it in your budget. It's just not on the line item.
What do you cut?
What type of budget was approved?
Category.
Then yes, it's in our budget.
And basically, this is a 6-month. We're hoping not to have to pay something next year. It just depends how quickly we can get through all the paperwork. We need help with the paperwork.
You're redoing your bylaws and.
We're in bylaws, SOPs, SOGs, all that. So it's not hopefully gonna be a recurring thing in the budget forever, okay? But I need to get caught up on paperwork, and paperwork is never ending, it's just we gotta get it caught up again and then go from there. So that's why there will be a little more expense initially. And I don't know how to work the budget, okay? Because even like on rigs, we got a rig that first we have to talk about at officers meeting, but it might need $3,300 worth of repairs. If it needs repairs, do I gotta come back to the board, or can I take it out of the budget because it's in the budget? I'm confused on how I can do that.
Normally, anything 1,000 and over, you come to the board to get
Okay.
permission. That's the way it has been.
Yes.
And I only ask because if something needs repaired, now I gotta wait another month before it can get repaired.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I'm
it
just,
depends if it's an emergency situation or not, too.
yeah. So, but anyways, that's why I'm asking for that money to come out of our budget, is so we can get rolling on paperwork and all that. And it takes many people on this paperwork, it's not a simple thing.
I think you got a former chief that would be really good at that. So my proposal is that we budget $3,000 till the end of the year for all officers and assistants.
And we won't get no paperwork done. I'm just telling the board now, I don't know what to do. I need people's help to get paperwork done, plain and simple.
You have a gal over there that's qualified to do that work and has done that work and has written
Okay,
grants for $30,000 to the department above and beyond.
Okay, I'm just saying,
That's her track record.
Okay.
So that's my proposal.
Yeah, the former chief, as you all know, has been with us for 3 years, and she's done it all. Now we have 5 people trying to cover this. So there may be some things that she didn't get done, but she, it just is. First of all, do we have any position in the fire department for deputy chiefs?
yes, you guys authorized me to bring them positions
Well,
in.
you said you were gonna bring them forth, but I also told you that we don't have money in the budget.
Well, that's why,
Designated for that, but we didn't even talk about it. Now, this is what we're talking about.
I thought we talked about it at the closed session meeting, so that's why when I brought the
But you
people
told
up.
us, you told us what you wanted, but we didn't have any vote on it, is the deal.
No, we didn't, but I do think that they need to be compensated. I mean, the bylaws, when we got them done the first time, cost us over $8,000.
And that was 11 years ago when
Yes.
me and Brian Hopperdietz will work on it.
So, so this is just for the bylaws.
It's for
All the paperwork.
all the paperwork over there, Carolyn. And I will agree, Lori,
I thought this was for salaries.
It is for
it
salaries.
is for salaries to do paperwork. You can't expect people to work for free when it's this
Nobody
much
is.
paperwork.
Nobody is, but I don't know why you have to have so many people.
Because it's a lot of paperwork. Or we can pay a company to come in for about 20 grand to do it.
You've got
It's a lot quicker.
You've got people within the department that can help,
Yeah,
that are already being paid.
right.
And like I said, we spent over $8,000 the first time.
Yeah.
And we brought other people in last time
It
to do
was
it.
6
Yeah.
when Brian.
And we had more people on the department last time. It's not something you can just pick up a piece of paper, copy and paste and do. You gotta know where to go, who to call.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
you've got some of those people already on board.
I brought in a whole team. I don't wanna lose my team, but if we're not
Are they
gonna.
up to date?
Yes, they're up to
Are
date.
they members of the department?
Yes,
Have they all filled out their paperwork?
yes.
Do you have all the paperwork, John, for all
He
of
never
them?
gets it.
He never-
I don't know that I have
Okay,
anything work for
all right.
that fire department.
But if they're gonna get paid, they're gonna have to meet with John.
Well, yeah.
No?
Right, but you haven't approved anything, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm bringing a
We're
team
not gonna send
in.
them over there until you approve
Yeah.
something.
I brought a team in to help get everything squared away.
And according to our bylaws, how many years before you can become a chief, do you have to have an officer position in the department?
You gave him the authority to
Yeah,
go
you-
outside the bylaws.
Yeah, I got the authority to go outside the bylaws and bring these people in to fix the situation over there.
I think you got people there that'll help you.
Okay, we have a motion.
And they will be helping, I'm sure.
They will, but we gotta get an outline for them. I mean, you just, if nobody knows where to start, you gotta bring people in to get us where to start. I'm doing it with EMS right now through the state. Once we get things squared up, then we can get everybody in the right direction and then move forward with proper paperwork that's up to date. That's all I'm trying to do.
My motion was for $3,000 max.
I'll
For
second.
one person?
No.
For all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to see something.
I don't think we're being fair to the fire department right now. We want what's best for the township, and now we're putting restrictions on, and they're coming forward.
We're throwing money at it, and they,
Oh, sure, we've thrown 100 and some thousand extra last year.
that's my point.
So now you're talking $6,000 to try to get it reorganized?
That they have budget, that they have money for it.
Not
Exactly.
necessarily. It wasn't budgeted for that.
Well, how
It's
about
in
the
their
pavilion
budget.
donate $6,000 to them so that they can get done what they want?
We got the money in our budget. All I'm asking if I can use it. There's money in that budget that I could spend 12 grand on people and I don't.
Do you have anything planned, has anything been, you talked to Lori about plans that are in the works?
It's been requested, the information has not been shared.
We're still trying to find all the information. And yes, I've been talking with Lori. And you guys have laid everything on Lori over there. Everything over there is Lori. Okay? So now we're going to bring many people in to take some of the burden off of Lori. One person cannot do it. Okay? You got the letter from the state. You can smile. You got the letter from the state. From the EMS. Okay? So that's what I'm dealing with.
What letter?
I don't know anything about that.
Well, there's a letter from the EMS, so we'll get it to you again. Right from the director. I talked to him.
We've not seen anything.
So I'm trying to get all the paperwork squared up. It's going to take a team of people. Okay?
I know we talked about the letter from the state for
Yeah.
EMS.
And we talked about this in closed session. I talked about prices and who I wanted to bring in. And here we're sitting in August. We're going to be into September. I need to get the paperwork squared up. This is a liability thing. First it falls on me, then it'll fall on the town board.
You're right.
So it's up to you guys. I'm bringing the numbers forward. I'm hiding nothing. I'm asking for help. I brought the help in. I got the people sitting there. I have a team that is about as good as any other team you're going to find on a volunteer fire department. Now I just need to utilize it. And we got a lot of work to do. Plain and simple. I'm not going to go outside my budget. I'm just asking to spend what's well within the budget.
I made the motion. Did you get a second?
I'll second
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
it. Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Nay?
I have to abstain because you threw Lori in the mix.
Yeah. No motion failed.
This doesn't even have anything to,
Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does.
okay.
Question?
Yes?
Is there any preventing Kevin from doing that with his budget under normal circumstances, especially if we've hired him as the chief to do what he thinks is best for the department? Is there any reason he can't do that in
I
normal
think he-
circumstances?
He can't spend over $1,000 without board approval. That's his problem.
Inside, but it's inside the same budget category.
No, doesn't matter. And it's not inside the same budget category. It would be taken.
It would be in the same category. It's under the fire department. It's just that he would be changing line items around. That's
Change the
all.
line items, okay.
Which, there's quite a bit of cushion in there to do that.
I would vote I have confidence in Kevin to be able to move around the line item, but I'm only a township member, but at least, and as an accountant, I would think that I've seen this a number of times in the past. If he thinks that he's got it inside of his discretion to want to do that, I would support him. I don't know anybody else thinks, but it does seem a little bit concerning if you're not gonna allow the guy a little bit free rein with his new job.
I I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I think he has enough resources without what he already has. And the fire department has been under scrutiny for I don't know how many years by the members at large that sit at a 1 monthly meeting. And unless you can walk a mile in my shoes, or Kevin's shoes, Carolyn's, or Rod's, you don't know what you're.
Well, then enlighten us.
I think Kevin already put it out there. He's got a letter on all EMS from the state already. He's gotta do something. Let him do it.
If we didn't have enough money from the fire department, I would have been advocating especially for a larger donation for the McMillan Fire Department even this year, for the Fall Fest.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Well, I think personally, I think we're getting a hell of a deal, an extra $6,000 to do bylaws that 11 years ago we spent over $8,000 on.
You're doing more than just that.
I know, you're doing the SOPs and the SOGs and everything else that goes with it, am I correct?
Correct.
And I've reached out to all the local fire departments for help. I mean, this is a group effort to get us back in line. That's all it is. It's not, it's the community fire department. We're trying to get it back in line. We're trying to get in with all the fire departments again. We're trying to get in line with everything. I've talked with chiefs and assistant chiefs from Stratford to Pittsville.
So my question is, if they're all in line and they have the boilerplate, why does it take $10,000 to?
Because you cannot copy and paste no more. That's why we did it 11 years ago, because I started copying and pasting, and it's like, this is gonna take years.
And 10,000 is total, and if you're looking at that as extra, it's not.
I'm asking for help. That's what I'm asking for.
You're looking at $6,000 that isn't on the line.
That isn't in a line item,
Right.
specifically for the title that seems to be the issue.
So with that said, I'd like to see if whoever's designated doing this work, bring it forward next month, so that way we can see that it's making progress. If it's not making progress, we have to do something different. It's not fair to the fire department.
Yeah, we haven't started though. Until I know the people are appointed are gonna get paid, I can't start.
Well, you've also been putting out fires.
Well, yeah, there's been a few fires I had to put out in between, so I can bring monthly progress, but I need more than 30 days to even get started on, we got Fall Fest, so we had Balloon Fest, now we got Fall. My top priority is Fall Fest until that's done. Carolyn, how many tickets have we sold?
And not 100, well, there's been 150.
I mean,
That's not enough. We have to sell 750.
yeah, I don't know where to put my efforts. I'm putting them all over, trying my best.
Yeah, I'm just saying that in order to move forward, we need to show progress, because right now that motion failed, and there's nothing I can physically do with a failed motion.
How would you like us to get progress from people who we have to say, you want to do this out of the goodness of your heart? Because we can't even get you the stipend then.
You got $3,000.
I'm sorry.
We did that.
No.
My proposal.
That motion failed.
That failed. It failed, Dave.
You're still asking for 10 or what?
They're asking for 6.
Asking for 6 outside of the budget of what we have.
Outside of the line items in there.
I was involved also in bylaws over all kinds of years along with other chiefs.
That was then, Dave.
I don't care.
Well, Abbotsford changed it all 11 years ago
Yeah, well, that's
when they had the debt. That's when we learned about how bad our bylaws were, and then we straightened them up. Now here we are, 11 years later, we gotta straighten them up again.
So how, my question to you is, how much different can you make them if you can't do the boilerplate?
Well, and speaking to everybody in the area who has changed them, you asked for a retention program, or what his thoughts were on a retention process for the fire department. And one of the biggest things, which is listed in the bylaws, is that an applicant has to be sponsored. I haven't spoken to any department locally that still does that.
So change it. That's one thing.
Would
And
you,
But Dave, the problem is,
That's
nobody's
really
gonna
simple.
change it out of their kindness and heart, they need to get paid.
Anybody you talk to, this is a 2-year process. Okay? Anybody. Call up any chief.
Look how long it took us when we did them to begin with.
Yeah.
So why don't we start out with a list of what is the most important thing that needs to be done and go through them.
Then come on over and help me make a list, but I ain't got a
Happy
clue.
to do that.
That's already, we're already doing that.
I mean,
You already got a list. You got your bylaws, your SOPs, your SOGs, the letter from the state, you're putting that fire out, and they're all supposed to sit back and do this crap for nothing.
I'm not asking them to do it for nothing.
and I'm asking, can I get what we talked about in closed session? Otherwise, I even gotta let Patty go, and then I'll sit here each month and we're gonna go backwards. I can't fix it myself.
So who's paying your salary? Her salary?
She's not getting one yet.
Well, I think last time we met, we said the last person deserved to get paid for doing the work, so why wouldn't Patty get paid?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
We did that. We paid Lori for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
I did that last month.
And the reason you didn't get any checks was because you didn't give him the authority to act outside the bylaws and appoint these people until after July 1st, which starts your third quarter, not your second quarter. You will get all the paperwork to the clerk for the third quarter payroll if you approve the payroll. If you don't approve the payroll, then the paperwork's not gonna go through, and neither is the rest of this.
Do you want it to move forward or not? That's all I'm asking. It's a simple yes or no
I
question.
want to know exactly what it is you're moving forward on, not, initially.
The reorganization.
Reorganization of all the paperwork over there. Hopefully by the end of this week, I got EMS straightened out.
What was wrong with EMS?
Call up the state director and talk to him. Don Klimitka.
I'd be happy to.
Good. Call him up and ask him.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Yep. See what he tells you.
Okay, give me his number. Okay, so, we need to give him some money to get something started here. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do the SOGs and SOPs?
Me, Brian Hopperdietzel, Brian Hofferman, Scott Trotke, Patty. If Lori wants to be involved, that's the group.
Don't you think it would be good to include her?
I said if she wants to be involved. Like I said, you all put so much stuff on her over the last couple of years, okay, that it's,
Yeah, it's because nobody would move as far as giving her any more money or giving her any.
well, now I'm asking you, can we move
Okay,
forward?
so that's, yeah.
I need people, I need money.
Okay, so.
Ask me who was at the last training.
Who was at the last training?
Me, that's it. Out of the whole fire department, I was the last one at the training.
Nobody showed up?
Nobody showed up. So don't tell me I got people over there willing to help each month when I'm the only one that shows up for training. Okay? I'm sitting here asking for help.
Okay, so,
Can you do it or not?
You and I had this discussion.
We've had a lot of discussions.
We had a private discussion between you and me, and we are going to hear it.
And we are what?
And that is a result of the way it was handled. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay, so now we're moving on to this.
Okay, what's your proposal?
Okay.
So are we having a new motion?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah, the last one failed. So,
Well, I didn't know if we
put
could,
a different number, Dave.
I don't think he's asking for the moon here. $2,000 for 6 months worth of work for each one of these guys.
That's 2,000 each,
Yes.
but he'd said a lot more people than that.
Well,
I'll work for free. Take my pay and spread it between them.
Kevin,
Part
the
of-
chief is already in the budget, the assistant chief is already in the budget. You're looking for 3 positions that you want to pay. $2,000 each for 6 frickin' months. That's what you're looking at.
Correct.
Are they members of the?
I already asked that, and they said yes.
And they have joined the fire department.
Yes.
Did they show up for training?
They were all working, and they still weren't technically there yet.
You just told me you were the only one that showed up.
I was the only one there, because Brian Hopperman showed up on Hewitt. So I can't count him, I'm not gonna lie and count him as McMillan too. We will work with all the local departments, because that's the only way any of these small departments are gonna survive. Plain and simple.
Patty, have you joined the department?
Yes,
You did too.
yes.
We got people on the department now that are just supporting. So we're not reinventing the wheel. Patty's support, Patty's not running into a burning building.
Adding all these people. Okay, so what?
But they're there before.
Make a motion for something then.
Make a motion for something. I did, and it failed.
I think we need to bend on this one.
So I move to honor Kevin's request of shifting $6,000 in the category so he can utilize that for the SOPs, the SOGs, and the bylaws.
Can we get a second? I'll second it.
That was a motion.
Motion to grant Kevin's proposal of chief salary for $3,000. So I guess this would be for the second half of the year. So,
Then assistant chief and your three administrators.
yeah, so Kevin's proposal of 6 months, the last 6 months of 2025, paying the chief $3,000, paying 2 deputy chiefs $2,000.
There's no,
The deputy chiefs, Brian Hopper each,
Okay.
2,000 each.
mhm.
Yeah, $2,000 each. Assistant chief will also earn $2,000, and office admin $2,000.
Okay. Is there any more discussion?
I think we all need to remember, we have to focus on what's best for the community, not personal feelings.
Focusing on what's.
I didn't say it was you, I'm just reminding everybody.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions?
I have to abstain because you got Lori in the
Yeah.
business.
And I would better see results in less than 3 months.
I think we already have. Yeah,
I haven't seen
the fire department's still there. Call the state.
So is there
it. I
any
haven't seen
other,
them. That's all my statement was. I haven't seen them.
is there any other fire department things that we need?
No, man, we're good.
All right, let's go back to our reports. Plan commission, Dorothy.
Ours is simple. Only one question. On
Thank you,
your-
Kevin.
When you did
Yep.
the licenses, are you waiving the liquor license?
For the waiver for all fees.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how
okay,
that's
that
how
just
I
knows it wasn't listed
It
specifically.
says waiver of fee requests. It's
That's in with the park
request.
permit,
Which was,
right?
Yeah.
which was the picnic and the fireworks.
It's all of it.
All of it.
Okay, just want to make sure
Yeah.
that's added in there. Anyways, ours, the plan commission, we approved our recommendation for the Jepson parcel, which is on the corner of E and Pearl. Is going from rural residential, 3 parcels, down to rural estate. This is the one that, the county's made more money on it than I think the landowner, because it's changed hands so many times.
Well, Larry changed it to 3 parcels when after he inherited it.
Yep.
And then now they're changing it, then they wanted it to 2 parcels.
Nope, then they wanted it into rural estate, so they took it out of rural estate, put it into the 3 parcels, supposed to be a group home.
Yeah, but that, I thought they switched that to 2, put 2 together.
Well, they still had the 3rd one though, so it's still,
Okay. Well,
there's gotta be a file about that thick on that
Yeah.
corner, and I see there is stakes out there, so maybe when it gets all said and done, there'll be a house. One can see, but that is our recommendation. About the triangles, there's a lot of discussion about that. When you look at our ordinances, that's not the Plans Commission's job to do those. But we did mention some triangles that need to be cleaned up. But that's the board's. But we don't have a call.
No. I think that you've identified them all, right?
No,
The ones
they
that need to be
identified some
addressed.
of them, but the consensus of the plan commission was, you guys wanna pay us to go door to door and look at every intersection, we'd be glad to. But my thought was, I told them, I says, if you drive by, we all go the same routes, if you see one that's tough, mention it to the board.
Yeah, and we
And
get
the
paid
ones
for
I'm
it.
seeing are the ones that border C and E. There's going to be a lot of trees and brush in the corner, and that's the county's right away.
Yeah.
So I know of two that were in the past that were addressed, and one of them that's really important is the one on St. Joe's and
McMillan.
McMillan, that corner. And Lamont Nenist is very good about going in and cleaning it out himself. It's his property.
Right, well, but that is the board's responsibility to notify, and I'm sure your highway guys know which ones are the worst,
I've called Grease Park on a couple of them.
you know, but that was the consensus of the plan commission.
So where'd you come up with the list?
They didn't
We
have
don't
a
have a
list, it's not
list.
their job.
But
I said, is that, we're supposed to come up with the list?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
And
know, like I said,
I know Kevin took care of the one that was over on,
St. Joe's and Red Hawk,
yeah, I think so.
yep.
That one, that was, the visibility was
Like I
not
said,
real.
the ones I
good.
personally
Yeah.
see are the ones that
There's
border
several of
the
them.
county
Yeah.
roads.
Yeah.
Well, when we find out where they are, then we'll let them know when they
You know,
can clean it
and
up.
that's like in the newsletter, I put, you know, people, if you got a hard time seeing at an intersection, let somebody on the board know, let somebody know, just, you know,
I just had one question on the,
sure.
on this lot. The one I have has a house,
The Jepson party,
correct, and the driveway is off of Turtle then,
yep.
Yeah,
so there's a.
that's where he wants to put a house and a shed, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has the distances noted there.
So we need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Wait. Why are we waiting for that till 11?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We just got the report. Yeah, sorry.
I was done.
Anything else, Dorothy?
Yep, that I do her.
Okay. Got ahead of ourselves, it's been kind of a mess.
Exactly.
Okay, highway. Well, so far we've gotten done Elm Tree, Deary, Weeping Willow, and Galvin. Quincy will be done after the culvert is changed out, and then Roman, Claim, Marsh Run, and Marsh Road will be done by the end of August, according to the request that I have in two farmers. And then,
Sawyer Creek.
and Sawyer Creek. And they're also gonna be putting a culvert down there too.
And you checked with property owners down there,
For what?
if it was okay to put the culvert, or you and I had looked at it.
It's in the right of way.
Okay.
It's been
So I'll
surveyed,
ask him.
make sure it's right. The land down there's been surveyed, make sure it's in our right of way.
The markers are down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been down there lately, so I don't.
Well, you were down there, I know that.
Well,
Lately, though.
things have changed a little bit since.
Yeah.
For what?
You and I, well, I'm just so, we're addressing the turnaround because I got the call from John
For?
because, for the garbage,
Yeah,
has that been resolved? I haven't heard anything different.
they're taking their garbage down to the end of Galvin until we get that culvert put in,
All four of them.
whoever has to do it.
I just.
Because,
I'm
and Waste
just asking the
Management
question.
actually,
Because pretty soon
Was
I'll
it
get
Bill
help with it too.
yeah, it was in Blacktop, they turned around on it there, it made a couple little marks, it didn't.
Hmm.
I told him if he went down there with a roller, you know, on a hot day, it'd be gone. But Mr. Schaefer already has a claim in, so he'll get his driveway for nothing. Yeah. But anyway, I had, what's his name, Chad from Waste Management?
Yes.
I met him down there,
Okay.
and he said putting that culvert in between the two driveways
Yep.
should be just fine, should give him plenty of room. And we're gonna move the mailboxes down. I think if we just move them down on the same side of the road, we're gonna be better off.
A lot simpler.
Yeah,
And
so
that'll make it easier for plowing snow and all.
it'll be
that
easier
stuff.
for the mailman too.
And nobody's
They can't get
driveway
anything.
is gonna get plugged up or whatever.
Shouldn't,
Okay.
Do they have a school bus coming in there?
no,
I don't think there is.
no, they take their kids to school. They don't ride the bus, it's never open. And then I talked to Lugar also. He's gonna get Roman's two culverts done,
Adamar?
Quincy. Hadamar isn't getting the culvert, they're getting drain tile, but he will address them after he gets the immediate stuff done, so.
Okay. And Zeke?
Zig, did you talk to
I haven't
Kevin?
talked to Kevin yet, but I'll get a hold
Yeah, he was supposed to call you back and hasn't yet?
of him. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kevin's gonna call?
yeah, Kraft.
Kevin Kraft, yeah.
And then also, Gardner has to work, do a little bit of work on sod. Fill in some of those holes that, with what is that called?
It's short description, spray patcher.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna do some of that. Some of the stuff on Galvin I wasn't real happy with when they chip sealed because they didn't fill in the holes real good, so that's gonna become an issue. Because I went down before they chip sealed it, and they should have filled those in, and they didn't.
Oh, they were all supposed to be in rest before that was
Yeah,
done?
yep. And he was told.
Who is
So,
that?
Chad from Scott Construction, or Chase,
Chase.
yeah,
The,
Chase, Chad.
yeah, a lot of different
Uh-huh.
C people. The bridge is okay, right?
I went over the bridge, and then I hollered at him and told him that needed to be
Yeah, I
redone.
was down there and Kurt was down there the same day.
Yeah,
They did get their patching through in those 3 holes.
and then he went over it with the grader, or,
Well, no, the grader was there first, and then their patching crew did patch in those 3 holes that.
yeah,
we found out.
because they were pretty nasty,
That
But
was-
before that, when he had filled it in the first time, well, then it all got packed down,
Yep,
and then it turned to crap again, so he had to redo it before putting the chip seal on. But some of the, on the edge of the road, there were some pretty good holes that they did not fill in prior to putting chip seal on. So I hope there's a warranty that comes with his chip sealing, because he might be redoing that.
I had a resident stop me today and ask me on one of the chip seal gravel or the double chip seal roads.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a 4-inch drop, and they didn't chip seal down on that 4-inch drop. He asked whose responsibility it is to make that smoother instead of a 4-inch drop.
I
We
think
go
they
through
should.
this every single year with this.
Yeah.
Or maybe not every year, because we don't do roads
No.
every year.
No, but we got a lot of them this year.
There is some,
There's some issues,
there's some issues with some approaches,
Mhm.
driveways.
yeah. So they'll have to address them, maybe they'll plan on doing it when they do Quincy. I'll have to call
I'll let you give that call.
them. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp drops too. I went up on Dairy and looked, one was only like
Yeah,
that long, and it dropped straight down off the edge of the chip seal.
Huh. That's too bad. Spend a lot of, or we will be spending a lot of money with them. But anyway,
They'll have to take care of it.
yeah. We haven't paid them yet, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's no check in there for them, is there, for Scott Construction?
A small one.
small one, yeah,
That was just for the cold patch.
Cold patch, I think.
Yeah.
3900 or something.
All right, the library rep.
Nothing really, they're working on the budget stuff, but nothing to really support to the board yet. Submit.
All right, buildings and grounds, Nicole.
We had new mulch put out, as you can see, there's different, we did the light golden color around, I call it Clyde's area where the flowers are, it looks really nice. Casey did a nice job. So we've been working on cleaning that up. We also cut down some branches to make life easier with mowing. Last month I reported there was something wrong with the air conditioner. We worked with Steenie, couldn't think of the name. During the week, I haven't been able to duplicate it. We haven't had any more reported issues. It's been remaining cool in there. I don't know if it was just because of the fluctuation with it being so hot that week that it just froze. But we haven't had it happen since. He did come out and did look at it. The college workers that I have are going back to school, so you will not see them as often anymore. They may come back on the weekends, but I don't know if they're going to still help. The offer is still there, though. And as you can see, we have dug up the plants that were in front of the town hall. We are putting out rock. We have not completed that yet. The rock's on the side of the building, so we are working on that as well. I've also had a request to put photos of the pavilion inside, what it looks like from the inside online, along with the dimensions. I've actually had quite a few people start asking me those questions, and actually it's a good idea. So I was going to start taking pictures, and then John, I was going to work with you and ask if you could put them online. So if anybody has photos of events that they'd be willing to share as well, I do have some of weddings that people could see. I thought I could upload those as well. So if you have any, please get them to John or myself, and we will get those uploaded. That's all I have.
Question for you,
Really?
Did Reeseburg's now change oil on the board?
Oh, yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah, research now.
There's an oil, engine oil leak on it now,
Okay.
again. I know where it is that something you want them to address, or you want me to fix it?
Let me call them, and thank you for bringing that up. We did have the transmission go out on the lawnmower, so the lawnmower was taken in, it did get fixed. It is under warranty until next June, I believe it's June 19th, 2026. So thankfully that was covered, but thank you for bringing that up. I'll call them and see, and then we'll go from there.
It's a simple fix, I can do it in 30 seconds. Take me longer to get the rest of it fixed.
Have them do it.
Yeah, but they should do it right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna bring it back, they
If
should.
it's leaking, they need to fix it.
Yeah.
So I will contact them, and then, do you want me to move up park equipment? Because I had that as a different topic.
Sure.
That's why, I know you guys are waiving this, I know what you were talking about, but, so, do you want me to make a motion to move
Sure,
the park?
yes.
I
Get
move
it done.
to move the park equipment, new business, up on the agenda.
I'll second it.
All
So-
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
So St. John's School got new equipment, and as part of getting new playground equipment at St. John's, they donated some of their old equipment to McMillan. It is in good shape, it's really nice, we picked it up last month. However, in order to put it where we want on the playground, we do have to put some cement in the ground so that it doesn't shift, and we also have to do some work. I have not talked to Dewey, who does help with things around the playground, and with hopes that he could help do that. I did present to the board pictures of the equipment and then where I'd like them placed. So with that said, do you guys have any concerns with that?
No, I want them stable.
Oh, and I also want to add, it was reported that there was a broken piece of equipment out there. Dewey did fix that as well, so that has also been fixed. So you guys are okay with putting that equipment for?
It does,
Yeah.
just, the church didn't get rid of it because it doesn't meet standards anymore. They got rid of it because they just bought all new.
They got new stuff.
Okay, I'm just,
And there was more that they contacted me, I didn't realize they were donating it, there could have been more, but they said, you know, it's already been up for grabs, but they thought of McMillan, and they thought maybe we could use it. It looks really good, we picked it up, I think kids will have a great time playing on it, so. If anybody wants to see it afterwards, I do have pictures in black and white, if you'd like to see it.
Any questions for Nicole? Garbage and recycling, Swenson. Huh.
Do we need a motion to approve the placement, or just
Thank you.
put it out there?
I would say put it out there. there.
Yeah.
This is,
No-
you're not talking.
I'll just write in the minutes that there was no objection to the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
and any cost for like the cement and stuff, I have the park pavilion savings account,
Savings.
so, and I don't anticipate it to be a lot of money, it's just know that we do have to stick some money into it.
Well, you're gonna have to cement down the legs.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that shouldn't be a big deal.
No, but I just want people to be aware,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Anybody have any problems with garbage?
I heard Charter Creek isn't real happy.
Yeah.
Actually, Doug's wife was down there, and I was talking to her, and I told her, I said, and Chad was down there with me, and said that you're gonna have to put it on the end until we get this culvert in. She said, oh, that's not a problem, so she was good with it.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay. That's all I have.
All right, Carolyn, policy.
Okay, did anybody have anything, the ones that we gave you to review?
I gave out a packet of my thoughts already,
You did?
Mhm.
like 2 months ago.
Do I have it? Did I have it? I didn't remember getting it.
Oh, the original ones that you gave us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we incorporated
yeah.
some of your stuff in
That's
there.
why,
Yep.
but you have it.
Yep.
Okay,
We've got-
all right, so we're just continuing on with this
Part of
until we get
As
it.
we go through,
Okay.
we incorporate them.
Yeah,
Okay, newsletter, Carolyn.
yes, everybody get the newsletter?
No,
What?
I don't get
You
one.
didn't? Why?
Well, that's what my,
New
that's my
address.
question.
Probably a new address added.
Oh. Oh, I have a lady come and said, caught me in the parking lot out here and said, please get that guy's name off of my address.
Oh.
That he'd been there, he left 3 years ago.
Oh,
But this is gonna be a Donna and I try to figure out how.
You just pull that off of the county. You can just.
So we just need to get,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
we
all you
gotta
need
get
to do.
new.
For your
Maybe it'll come
newsletter.
Tomorrow, I got mine.
Well, it goes, you ask them for a new listing at the county and you can give it to whoever puts the labels on.
Why don't we just write current resident on there, why do we have to write their name, that would save us a
Yeah.
ton of issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you've gotta get that from the county, because then they'll take anything that's been added, new homes, or anything that's been disposed of comes up.
I'm kind of curious on that too, though. There's renters in the town.
Yeah.
They don't get the newsletter
okay.
at that address, because Casey's one of them. He rents.
Yep.
And he's been here for a day or two.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to ask for the full list without names. That's all you need to do. It's not,
That's
we
all
always
we
do.
know now.
And you update it, that's all you do.
We can probably talk on Wednesday, we have board of review.
Oh,
I imagine
Tuesday
if not,
meetings either.
if it's as busy as it normally is, we'll have plenty of
Because
time
I'm
to talk
here
to
till
the
Saturday
staff
too.
and see if she has ideas.
But you
She
haven't
sent
been in
me
your
a
house
spreadsheet,
How long have you lived in?
of
Just about 2 years ago.
addresses or something, I think. So I think that we'll plan on spending some time prior to the next newsletter.
getting all of
To
this
get the-
cleaned
the
up.
mail.
Yeah.
If you don't put the names on them, you can get the full list of every building site, right to the county. You don't need to
Okay,
be hand
well,
doing
that
that
Put
would-
stuff.
current address, current resident, and then the address.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you want on there.
That's all you want. Yeah,
I
Well,
think
that
that's
would be easier.
yes, that's what we always did.
Yeah. Okay, okay. It's a nice,
Carrie, did you get one?
it's a nice, was a nice.
so.
No.
It
It was memorable. You'd have remembered it.
Yeah.
Did you post it online?
Not yet. I
Okay.
try and, since we pay so much money to get it mailed out, I try and let the mail, like, steal the show. Because otherwise, I could post it like a week before anyone, because then they're just gonna get it thrown away, so.
I have to look again.
All right, Nicole, anything on ordinances?
Nothing for me.
We will have a closed session. Okay.
Is that it then? Okay.
Yeah, unfinished business. We're at
What
the
about
clerk.
checks and bank?
Yeah, let's
There's
not-
no overhead right now.
Oh, I thought you said post.
And we just got through the reports. We got most of the agenda done.
Yeah. Well, moving on.
Yes. All right, John.
Okay,
Notification.
let's see, so, the ARIP window, application window does not appear to be open yet. I checked that today. Same thing with LRIP, it doesn't appear that you can, submit for anything on those.
You got the list of roads that we want to do for each one of these?
I saw it in the minutes, yeah.
Okay. We also need to, apply for, cost share with the culverts. And you're gonna have, Jim brought it up that it needed to be in by September 1st at Wisconsin Towns Association. Normally, that was October 1st. So, John, you need to check on that.
Okay,
And then also, we need to get a permit out for the one on 1 mile. And that's gonna be from 6 foot to 20 foot in that category
permit to who?
for the county.
Oh, request a permit from the county.
Well, for the cost share. And we'll have to get a price, I'll get an estimate from Bugar. So let me know when that's ready, so I can
So
get
the
some.
1 mile one is going to be included in the cost share that we're going to be submitting this year.
Yeah, for next year,
Okay.
because that's the worst one, and that one has to be replaced. Okay, but I don't know if it's due September 1st or October 1st, because it used to be October 1st.
Yeah, usually they initiate that whole thing, and there's.
And
significant-
but he said at Wisconsin Towns Association September 1st,
Okay,
so I don't
yeah.
know if it was just, he misspoke, but double check on that.
I'll check in on that.
Okay.
There is a, let's see, a local bridge improvement assistance grant that's open, but it looks like the county normally applies for those.
Yeah, they do.
But the applications are due October 31st. The STP local is available, it's open. We can submit up to 2 applications through October 31st, 2025.
One of those would be St. Joe's. Is there any other ones you want to look at? Do you know when the sunset date is on that?
That Lincoln, what about Lincoln?
Yeah, did that Lincoln addressed
Lincoln, off of Man.
Let's get done with chip this year.
No. Is it? No.
It looks like they prepped it.
It's all prepped, right?
Is it? Oh, then it is. Who was doing that, Barner?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we double chip this year.
Okay. And Barner's doing that one,
Right.
I believe. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was what I missed, I'm sorry.
So did that one
That's
get
why I'm sitting back.
any green power? No, probably not. It was just
Double check.
ground.
Yeah,
Okay. And that's in farmers?
yeah.
I'm middle rep, so no.
I never ran them all through. Yeah, that was about as hard. Well, West, look at us doing that one night trying to find a culvert. It's gonna be replaced, we don't even know where the hell it is. But anyway,
It looks like maybe 2029, does that sound right? It says,
sunset, it would have to be done by 2029.
it says it's oh no, this says the 26 to 31 program cycle is what I can find immediately, so.
I wonder if we should squeak Galvin in here. Or put Elm Tree. Which one's worse?
What about
Riverside.
Riverside.
I think St. Joe's and Riverside, we can do 2.
Okay, now,
Riverside's in North Shade.
It's all prepped.
historically, how have we determined the estimated cost for these? Like, should I just use the previous applications and kind of like use that as my basis and then customize it based on the road length? Or
What would we be doing on those, Kurt?
Which one's St. Joe's?
St. Joe's and Riverside. I mean, neither one of them would need a total reconstruction.
Track record on St. Joe's, I'd do the same thing you did on Man, because.
Total
St. Joe's-
reconstruction?
Yeah, because St. Joe's, I can remember twice that thing's been redone when I was working in the city. Now you're looking at the 3rd time already. And it's because you don't have a decent base.
Base isn't good enough,
Yeah.
okay.
So what are you talking about, St. Joe's? What did he say?
To do a total reconstruction.
When?
Just like you did on Manhole.
Yeah, just like Man, where they went and dug it all out and got the garbage out of there, and
You got
You
it.
know
it's an
that,
80-20 grant.
but I'm just keep in mind that there may be a whole new subdivision going in there off of St. Joe's.
And that's
Yeah, and
another
then that will
reason,
be
that's
huge.
another reason why you wanna do a total reconstruct, right? Because you're gonna have a lot of heavy traffic on it then. You've got a lot of heavy traffic
But
on it.
but if the sunset date is when, did you say?
2029.
31.
We can hold off
maybe?
until 27 to do that,
Yeah.
you know, or even 28, whatever. See where they're at with that subdivision.
Riverside, you can probably just do a pulverizing, repave.
Yeah.
Strengthen the base on that one, there isn't that much traffic on that one, but it needs to be done.
Yeah, it needs to be redone that way.
So just kind of come up with my best estimate based on
No,
that and
no,
work with
no,
Kurt and stuff.
no. No. I think you could figure it out.
What's the per foot cost on man for St.
Per,
Joe's?
yeah, just like you did for Man. But I'll call Kevin Kraft for getting
Yeah, he
a
can-
price,
he can get an estimate on that.
because we don't want to be under by no means.
No.
No.
Okay, I'll be working on those.
So there's two that you have for the STP, right?
Yeah, St. Joe's and Riverside.
Okay.
We took our election machines up to the Marathon County for annual maintenance, got them back. I've received 4 open records requests and responded to 4 open records requests, and 2 are in process. I've corresponded with Lee regarding 3 of those requests. So we'll have a invoice from Lee soon. I received a few emails opposing wind turbines, received road concerns on Derby and Ash Street. Received notification from the Wisconsin Department of Safety and Professional Services for approving a building addition at Mullins Cheese. Let's see, I corresponded with Dana from Strategic Management and Consultants regarding the Fire and EMS Innovation Planning Grant Study. He requested a lot of information that I forwarded that request to Kevin. Dana is trying to schedule a Zoom meeting with the fire department and the EMS leaders. I told him that of the transition that we're going through and that Fall Fest is approaching, so I said that mid to late September might be a more reasonable time to meet and return the documents. I scheduled a kickoff meeting with McMillan Group, who we contracted with for the administrative innovation planning grant study. So that's for the clerk and the treasurer. That meeting will occur on August 20th at 3 p.m. Jill Porter from the library notified me that the 2026 cost for McMillan would be $89,115 versus $94,437 in 2025. I received notice of proposed project and a request for public comments regarding the bridge replacement on County Highway T over McGivern Creek. Those public comments are due, I think, August 22nd.
And if the board wants to comment on any of that, that's pretty much what that's for.
That project is scheduled for 2027, so there's a lot of time there. Received notice from the town of Day that they adopted their comp plan. Received notice of zoning permits that were issued on Highway 97 and Old Plain Road, and 1 sanitary permit that was issued on Sawyer Creek.
Okay, I know the one complaint on Ash, what about Derby? What was that? Or was that the guy that was talking about the chip seal on Deary? Kurt will be going down to look at Ash, they must have a hole on the side or something that they're, we just got notified today, he'll look at it tomorrow morning.
So that, but Ash is part ours, part the city.
On our side, evidently.
So Derby, it says there's a good sized hole in the road above the culvert.
Yeah, I've got that one filled, that's one of the culverts, one of the four that we've got to replace this year, that the joints are.
Oh, yeah, that one we took care of. And then the other one was ash this morning, or this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a hole there somewhere too, somebody's house. So it would have to be on our portion because the other side is Menards,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so.
That's it for me.
The LRIP grant, when is that due? And that one's gonna be
It doesn't
ash.
say,
Not open.
it's not open yet. That one and the ARIP, neither of them have any information. They
Okay.
have old information from.
I know
the prior
ARIP, they
window.
approved it, I wonder if we'll be able to apply for two. Cause I know I wanna apply for Drake for sure. We already discussed that portion of it, if we can apply for two, which other one we gonna throw in there? We got 2 miles of elm tree here.
That's next year. No, over here.
I'm thinking McMillan's works.
Huh?
I'm thinking McMillan's works.
Yeah, that one isn't real great either. We got stopped this next year, so.
And that's got a lot more traffic, McMillan's got a lot more traffic on it than Elm Tree does here.
Mhm. But we gotta find out if we can apply for two,
Right, but I mean,
yeah. 'Cause if, I mean, we go for whatever is out there,
All right.
hope for the best, so. All right, so checks to approve here, I'll done with your correspondence, or John.
I move to approve checks 20815 through 20872, and then also 250701 through 250710.
And you're reading out check number 20843.
Do I need to call it out since we already did a motion on that?
Well, it, just,
Yeah.
Okay, and
It's
then we
all
would
part of
exclude
it,
yeah.
20843.
because we were gonna avoid that one. So I need a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion on any of the other checks?
Did we go over our budget as far as, dust control?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, so what do we have in there? I guess
I think we had 15, but we ended up going with 3 loads instead of 2, so we're up and over a little bit. I think that's what it was, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, because I think it was like 7,000 for a load for, last year. So we figured 2 loads, and then we ended up doing 3 this year, so
because you cover
more ground.
surface.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you can't wait, Joe, until, we get ours done. Mr. Berger, are you getting a little dusty?
Yeah, seems like we went back 30 years.
Yeah, couple weeks yet. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, bank reconciliation. Anybody have any questions on the budget?
I have one clarifying question. So the line items for, you just want me to put in expenses and not put any budget in for the, like, for example, the 2 deputy chiefs? That's not a line item on page 3.
I think you can just add the lines.
Make a line, put
Yeah.
expense in there because we have the category budget.
Right.
So the public safety is
Yeah.
not on the budget. Okay,
All right,
that's what I'll do.
okay. Yeah, because we're not adding anything to it, and they haven't come forward with, moving anything, so, and they really don't need to. so.
Yeah, I'd rather just keep it nice and simple.
All right, where are we? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Oh, I think we did that already.
I don't know.
We're on the
If that
budget
was-
then.
If that was for the budget, I don't have it.
All right, Donna.
Yes, bank reconciliation you have in front of you. The only thing that I needed to adjust when I went back to count is the pavilion rentals for the month. is 900. Switch
Yeah.
that from 2 to 9, please. We had one that I wasn't sure what was going on there, but, because it should be an even number. And then, funds transfers, the first half of the parks, through June is 20 that have been, we have more money than that, but we've gone through 20 through June. So that transfer would be 2,000 then for parks. We need a motion on that if you wish to do it, or we can hold it to the end of the year, whatever you want to do.
You don't have.
I think we can just hold it for right now.
Hold. Okay, that gives us direction. Okay. And then, John, the,
Yeah, I'd like to request 125,000 be moved from the tax savings to the main to cover the invoices that are listed.
bills through tonight. Need a motion?
You said 125,000?
Yep.
That's gonna cover the 300,000 in checks.
Yeah, 'cause
We
most of
did-
those have already been paid.
Yeah, those
Um,
were already paid, especially that big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were
Yeah.
all paid. The 100,000 one. Yeah, those were all-
And there's like $80,000 in the bank right now.
Yep.
Um,
Your down one says 84,420.
So I move to approve moving 125,000 from the tax savings account to the checking account.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Interest rates look better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come up a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
All right. Done that, Jefferson rezone.
I move to approve the Jefferson rezone as presented by the plan commission.
Can we get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, renew postage permit. What are we looking at for money on that one?
Yeah, so that one, I got a little memo there, I think.
Yeah, that's right, you do.
Let's see, it was, so the cost to get the permit is $370. If you don't send any mail out of it, it's $370. The benefit of having it is that we get a discount on the stamp price. So we're averaging around 40.5 cents per piece versus 73 cents if we just put a stamp on it. So our break-even point is 1,139 pieces of mail based on the current postages. That might fluctuate, but, you know, we're not saving a whole lot of money.
Well, postage is 75, not 73.
Okay. The downside is we can't really send much more than what we're currently sent, like, I can't think of any other utilization for the permit. We can't send the tax bills, we can't send, election stuff. Whatever you send, you have to have at least 200 pieces. So, you know, I think that we've talked about it before of trying to, maybe pivot to a digital newsletter and, or like have a opt-in mail, hard mail, snail mail one. So I think that, you know, when we're talking about newsletters for the spring, maybe we lean into that a little bit more. I got some ideas of putting, you know, like a big, whatever, thing on the front page or the second page saying, you know, if you want to receive it digitally, sign up here. But, you know,
We should put that in this one.
yeah, but so the margins are really kind of thin either which way, because even if we do get a handful of people to sign up for digital only, it's still gonna be, it's gonna be a horse apiece on putting stamps on or running it through the permit. I guess the benefit of the permit then is it's just easier, because you just take it to the post office and they run it through their machine. So I just wanted to give some context of that it costs $370 for the permit, even if we don't send anything, and it still costs money to.
Is there a way to put a counter on who goes to, when you put
On the website?
on the website, when you put our newsletter there, to just see what kind of digital?
I could probably do something, figure out a way to like track visits, but I can't figure out who.
No, we're not really interested, I'm not really interested in who, it's just how many people visit for that item.
So,
See if digital's more acceptable as, I mean, this township's a weird township, I mean, we got a lot of, well, I mean, we got people that like print.
Yeah, we need to accommodate both, I think, and so, but I think that we can, but, you know, if we can try.
I think if you're gonna be spending $370 anyway, regardless if you are sending out half of them or all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, for sure we should, as long as we intend to send out newsletters next year, we should for sure renew
Oh, God, yes.
this.
Yeah, I think so.
You're gonna have to.
Can, at election time, can we ask people if they prefer digital or can you not ask that
No,
for any elections?
not at that point.
No.
You could have like a QR code on the way out, or have a
Oh.
flyer, we can put stuff
Yeah,
out.
so many
that
people use the
can-
QR codes in McMillan.
We can have flyers that they can take home, or, you know, like, how, you know, I mean, but if,
Can we put something in the tax bill?
probably, we put the
The
trash,
calendar.
we put the trash collection stuff in there, so we can expand it out there a little bit more.
Wrap it inside of the calendar so they actually look at it.
And put it on sticky notes.
I don't know if we can, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, not to get over my postage is the problem that I have with that. Otherwise, we're doubling up our postage because you get the weight. So last year I put a note at the bottom up to see the back so we could talk to, if they could talk to the assessor, the new assessor. So we could do something like that. On the back of my note, you know, highlighted goods, it would put that on the back if you want to do something like that.
I think that way we can
Just
get
some
more.
notification.
Yeah.
So by early November, you need to get me that verbiage and then I'll make sure I get it printed.
Get on that, Judge.
Okay. I guess I would be looking for approval for a check for the postage then to the postmaster,
For $370.
yeah.
So I move to approve a check of $370 for the postmaster to renew our postage permit.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Okay.
Does that same stay pretty much the same every year?
The permit does, yeah,
Okay.
but the postage goes up, so every time the regular mail goes up,
Then it all.
our,
That'll go up.
our
goes
effective
up.
rate goes up as well. So currently it's like 40.5 cents, but
And maybe 42.
yeah, whenever they increase it next time. it goes again.
But if we're still showing a savings on there.
Yeah, and honestly, like, you know, we're not decreasing the amount of buildings, you know, the homes out here.
No.
So once we get a good list from Beth, we might realize more savings on that. It'll also be more expensive because, you know,
Yeah.
sending it out to more people. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile to explore at least, if there's an appetite for digital only for the newsletter.
Anything else? Okay, then we're gonna go into closed session regarding personnel matters pursuant to Wisconsin State Statutes 1985-1C to consider McMillan Town employee performance and compensation, and Wisconsin Stats 1985-1G to confer with legal counsel concerning the strategy to be adopted with respect to issues related to the windmills. The board will review written communication to legal counsel. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are in closed session.
Are we staying here? Or we going to? We're kicking everybody out? Okay.
All right, who's first? Donna? Anyway, we are reconvening into open session. And we did our reviews for clerk and treasurer, and we discussed ordinances that we received from the attorney. And now we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
That was an aye.
There were 4 seconds on that, or 3 seconds on that one.
So yeah, this is time to think of animals. So we can do flowers. You could do sunflower, you could do a pansy.
Keep in mind, the papers from the attorney are confidential and cannot be distributed, or shared, or whatever, so. Exactly. My body aches.
I do like the giraffe though.
I think elephant would be cool, watch the nose go.
Yeah, watch the nose go.
Oh my God, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
I'll put your copies and things on.
Did you get your check?
Yeah, there's a cow.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, yeah, it was a top one, I think.
Yeah, I pulled it out.
Oh my God.
You pulled it out?